All right, guys, how's it going? So, massive claims today as to why Arne Slot was selected to be the next manager or head coach of Liverpool Football Club instead of Ruben Amorim, who was, at one time looked absolutely nailed on to get the job. We spoke about it multiple times on here at the time as to what was going on or what we thought was going on. I was of the opinion that it was all to do with the financial demands. We were told salary, signing on fee, things like that. But basically, Liverpool pulled out of that situation because, it was going to be too costly, right? Whether it was his salary, whether it was a signing on fee, whether it was the agent slice, whether it was the compensation or the money that would have to be paid to Sporting to release him to come to Liverpool, right? And the opinion that I think you and I collectively formed was that Liverpool went, that's just too expensive, right? And we've not really heard anything since then. I mean, we had all the drama with the plane and all that, which was very foolish. I think Ruben Amorim was ill-advised by his representative. And maybe you don't care now because you've got Arne Slot. Well, is Arne Slot? He is now obviously the preferred option. He's going to be the next head coach of Liverpool or whatever. But there might be some people that think, well, why did it fall to pieces with Ruben Amorim? And I think it's important to think about this for the simple reason that I will never believe in a million years that Slot was preferred over Amorim or Alonso or anyone like that, all right? So this is coming from Christian Falk in Germany, big writer, journalist out there, usually pretty good, with stuff to do with Jurgen and stuff like that, relationships and things. And he's come out with some bold claims today, which I think you may be interested in. And he says, I found out why the transfer of Ruben Amorim to Liverpool FC fell through in the end. Everything had already been negotiated and the contracts were ready to be signed. Sporting would have received a transfer fee of 10 million euros as had been agreed. However, the president of Sporting Lisbon, Francisco Varandas, is said to have changed his mind at the last minute. Suddenly, the president demanded 20 million euros and spontaneously doubled the price. Liverpool did not want to play the game. That was bitter for Amorim, who would have loved to become Jurgen Klopp's successor. And I remember at the time, the chatter and the reports that were coming out of Portugal regarding the president of Sporting saying that. Do you remember that? We definitely discussed it on here. Where they'd had this 20 million euro clause, written clause, I think it was, in the contract, but there'd been a verbal agreement that he could leave, Ruben Amorim could leave for certain opportunities for half of that, right? But then there was all that running commentary, we had Pedro the Parrot and everything, and all this running commentary was coming out, and it angered him, if you remember, the president. And the reports in Portugal at the time said, he's getting sick of it. It looks like he's going to dig in now and demand the full 20 million euros and not the 10 million euros. So I actually believe Christian Falk here. I really do. Now, we were told that, Ruben Amorim wanted this and wanted that. Then maybe he did, and maybe Liverpool, right? Because we don't know, we can only speculate and ask these questions. Maybe Liverpool went, nah, you're all right, thanks, but if you want to come and manage us, this is what we're offering you, right? That's negotiations, going high, come down and all that, right? But this clearly says, this is a big claim. Everything had already been negotiated, so that includes personal terms, right? Agent and things like that. And the contracts were ready to be signed. I believe it. I absolutely believe this. Now, you might say, well, it doesn't really matter now, it's relevant. No, it doesn't really matter now. It is, you know what I mean? We've moved on and all that, I get it. But I like to know things. I like mysteries to be resolved sometimes. Maybe it doesn't resolve a mystery in your eyes, but I believe them claims. Don't know about you. I really do. And it's interesting because obviously Ruben Amorim was, was portrayed as being greedy the minute that we went in for Arne Slot, because if you think about it, that helps ease the anger of the fans or tension. Well, hang on a minute, Ruben Amorim, he's a great manager, we want him, what are you going for him for? But we were all, told off, it was fed out to us that Ruben Amorim was asking for excessive money, which then makes the fans, and I saw it, I've seen it in the comments on here, I've seen it on the members' website, well, you can go and get, no, we don't want you. No, this Arne Slot chap, at least he wants to manage Liverpool and all that. Do you know what I mean? So, anyway, irrelevant. It's just interesting, really, really interesting claims. I thought we'd heard the end of it all, to be honest with you. But that fascinates, those claims fascinate me. They really do. Do you believe that the contracts were it was all agreed, the finances, it was agreed and just to be inked and that, but then his club dug in? I do, guys, because I remember us talking at the time and the claims came from Portugal, not from Born Again Joyce or Ornstein or anything at the Athletic. They came from Portugal, that the president was getting fucked off with it and that he would dig in for the 20 million. And I think that right from the off, when Amorim was linked with us, the majority of comments I was getting on here and the feedback I was getting from everyone was Liverpool won't pay 20 million euros compensation for him. So I absolutely do believe that. Let me know what you think, but that's that. That's interesting. I find it really interesting. So anyway, if you appreciate the video, please thumbs up. Drop me a comment. Comment on this one if you're going to comment on any of my videos today. And if you want to buy me a beer, I'm off out on Sunday. You can get me a beer on the Super Thanks or a coffee for Monday. Read the video description, follow my socials, join the chat room, join the newsletter, all that shite. It's all in the video description. So very interesting that. Yeah. I believe it. I really do. I believe that. Disappointed that Ruben Amorim didn't get the job, to be honest with you. As were many of you, because we lumped on in January, didn't we, when he was, a rank outsider. But I believe it. I believe it because of what we were talking about at the time with the president being angry with the running commentary, during their title challenge. It fits. It does fit. Anyway, I'll leave it with you. All right, guys, take care. Have a great weekend. I don't think I'll be back again today. I might do a live stream, so I don't know, really. It's been very quiet. I don't think anyone's in the mood for talking at the minute, to be honest with you, with Jurgen going. So we might have to wait till next week and see if we can get like a routine going again, get the live streams in the afternoon or something, because, we've got a lot to talk about, man. We've got this new gaffer coming in. Look, Ruben Amorim, I would love him to have been the manager, right? We've got Arne Slot, so, I want him to succeed. I want him to do well. And Amorim, Alonso, Nagelsmann, any of them, they could have all bombed, couldn't they? This guy, but who knows, right? But our job as supporters is to get behind him and look forward to this new, period in Liverpool Football Club's history. We're losing a great manager, there's no doubt about that. We're all going to be sad. But next week, guys, I would urge you to try your hardest to just put that behind you and go, right, that's it. Because history's done and you can't change it. You know what I'm saying? All right, take care. Have a great weekend, guys, all right?